we are here to play Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, or 1, just 1. Yeah, can't... Wait, now Volcania is even being marked as not finished. Hang on. Hold the fuck up. Why did that not save? I think if I load my save here... I was messing with this a little bit. Look how good it looks. Oh, it looks so much better. I have no idea if it comes through, like, the capture card that it looks better, but it's so much cleaner. Wait, why is this ride stuck? I didn't realize that this ride would get stuck. Oh, well, those people are never getting off the ride. We've already finished the scenario, so it's fine. But I'm pretty sure if I just chill here for a bit, it's gonna tell me that I won. I was messing with this yesterday, and I think it popped up. I'm gonna give this a minute. I took the DVD drive from the 1.6 Xbox that I was using pre-OKC hiatus. I took that drive. Apparently, you can just swap out any Xbox drive for any other one. They all have a certain firmware on them that has like DRM and stuff. So you can't just stick a... Yeah, it's a Samsung, I think. If that's... I didn't realize that's what you were asking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Samsung. It does stick a little bit, but it doesn't really matter to me. Oh, it's not going to give me the pop-up. Never mind. Never mind about that. I guess we'll just start a scenario then. This is so lame. We just have this marked as finished. I've done 24 of these, I swear. But I guess we'll do Canary Mines next. Guess we'll just do this one. 1,300 guests by the end of year 3. And we've got this pit to work with. Yeah, mine, I'm too afraid to open up a disk drive, because I'm like, if I do that, it'll never work again. I'm terrible at working on things. But, mine, this one, you know, ever since I got it, like, 10 plus years ago, like, it'll get jammed, like, it won't manually eject. It reads disks perfectly, but every time I want to eject it, I gotta jam a paper clip in there. There's like a little hole kind of under the drive, and if you put a paper clip in there, you like poke this little lever inside the drive, and it forces the tray open. And I've just been doing that every time for, you know, probably about 12 or 13 years at this point. Not that I put too many discs in my Xbox, because, you know, why, but every now and again you need to. Anyway, what are we doing in this scenario? So we're starting with a bunch of roller coasters already. The Zygorator 2. Why is the admission price free? Hold up. Is this a... Please don't be... Oh no. Can I turn that off? Yes. Gonna immediately set the park to be free. And then charge for the rides, because that's how you actually make money in this game. I'll set it to $5. I don't know how old the rides are. So I'll set it to $5, and then we'll see if people still want to ride it or not. The stats on it are probably good. Yeah, the stats are 7.71 and 747, so they're good. This, some kind of train, 50 cents, sure. Do we have to build the whole park inside this pit? I guess that's kind of hard. This land is very not flat, so we might have some problems. What if I got access to? Max out the loan. Yeah, there's gonna be some serious terraforming going on. Let's see, do we not have access? Ooh, new stall. Candy apple stand. Do we not have access to the Ferris wheel? I don't have or the carousel. I don't have the carousel. It's just gonna be awkwardly quiet, this scenario, I guess. Definitely. Yeah, the path network is confusing, isn't it? I'm gonna stick the candy apples. Oh, nope, can't. Then I'll stick the candy apples. Is this valid? Maybe here? And yes, I did get insignia set up on this thing. It turns out it's really easy to set up insignia on a new Xbox. You run the thingy, You have to like run this program to like register your console with the server, which is weird. But you just run that and then you just go into like the stock dashboard and you just click like recover my account, and then the way Insignia, yeah, that's not. The way Insignia does account recovery is that there is a fake credit card number that they give you to use for account recovery. For account recovery purpose, they're like, here is the credit card number that's going to be attached to your Insignia account. You know, it's not a real credit card number, it's just like a randomly generated number. But then you just use like the stock Microsoft account recovery feature, which for some reason is based on credit card numbers. And it just, you know, it just auto sets up the account on the console, and then you're good to go. So, you can get that done in like 1 minute. Burger? Nah, we've already got the candy apple. That's enough food. No burgs. I'm gonna have to delete so much stuff. I mean, we can have... Here's what we can do. First of all, there's gonna be a stall there. We don't have a drink stall. That might be a problem. Go ahead and crank the umbrella price. I wish there was a faster way to do this. Like, you should just be able to type it in or something. There we go. I just want to see something. Oh, never mind. I can't see the something. Never mind. But I guess I'll just start building a coaster. I've got 20K. And we are at 300 guests. So, like, I guess it's time to just start building a coaster. Stick a giant wooden thing right here. Why not? You don't have, like, a ton of room. Or hardly any room at all. But this'll work. Tree in the way. Oh. Wait, land not owned by park. There's a little cutout there. There's a little cutout there. Hang on. I haven't checked. Do I have... I assume I can't buy more land. Correct. I cannot buy more land. Alright, well. This ride's gonna suck. I think I have to turn it earlier. And then we're building a huge lift hill. And then there's another cutout there. Unbelievable. Okay, wait. Hear me out then. We're just gonna start this hill earlier. And then we're just gonna build that backwards. Alright, that's good. Is this gonna interfere? Well, like, yeah, look at how... I don't know about you guys, but I can actually read these numbers now. Last week, these numbers were just vague blurs, and it was like... It was really bad. I had to just, like, stare at the numbers and be like, I think that's a 6. I think this will line up, and then it was, like, not line up at all. I can actually read the numbers again. This is very exciting for me. Yeah, 480i and, like, low-quality cables legitimately makes it hard to play this game. Probably would have been a big problem back in the day. I kind of want to... Oh man, now I should I should try playing this on a CRT with composite cables and see how like legible the UI is. I've never really checked that before. Can we do like a... one of these? That's a little weird looking, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's kind of cool. This is where I'd put like the logo of the park. And then the highway would be over here, so as people drove by, they would see the giant ad on the side of the coaster. How do you remember that? I wouldn't have called you on it, for the record. Which reminds me, I have to enable the naming thing. I didn't actually do that. Well, I think this is good. I think we're gonna end this ride here. Still have kind of a lot of... Still have kind of a lot of speed to work with, probably. We're just gonna do the classic ride that slams into the finish because I built it wrong. 13 and 14. Awesome. It's a little clunky at the end here, but oh well. Actually, we can do better. Hang on, I still have money. This might be a gigantic waste of money, but I feel like, well... Okay, hang on. Let me just finish it, and then we'll see. I shouldn't have deleted that. Let me just finish this, and then I can see how much speed we've still got to work with, because I can build out this way. That's not too, like, problematic. Just do that. Oh, where'd my... I don't have a queue, do I? This one car queue. That'll need fixing. But let's just see this thing go and see what the speed looks like. And then let me turn on the name a thing. This kind of looks good though. Like, I kind of like it. My own CRT, this is kind of lame. I don't even know why this exists. My CRT, it has like component cable inputs. It can do component, but it can't do 480p. 480i is as good as it gets. And I feel like that's incredibly lame. And I'm not even really sure why they built that. Because like I thought the point of component was 480p. Like maybe my TV history knowledge is lacking here. But I kind of thought the whole point of was like DVD, 480p, like all that stuff. And my TV only does 480i, but 480i over component looks really good. So we still had a lot of speed to work with. I assume the 3.20 Gs was just like at the end there. Where was it? Hang on, why is it too extreme? It's vertical, geez, that was the problem. It's constantly getting positive 3 vertical Gs. Oh yeah, this is funny. It's funny you bring that up. I found out, by the way, as well, the problem with, the other day I was having like a rolling band of noise up and down the picture on stream. Like there was this like very noticeable kind of static band that was like kind of scrolling up the screen, and it was like that for the whole stream, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. I figured out what the problem with that was, and it's really funny. The noise was coming from my GameCube AC adapter, and it turns out that the cheap replacement AC adapter plus the cheap replacement component cables that aren't shielded properly is a bad combination. Literally, I was like experimenting with it the other day, and just like unplugging the GameCube would just fix all of the noise, like immediately. So my Xbox component cable is not good quality. Not at all. Man, I'm done watching football. All my teams disappoint me. I'm going back to not caring about this sport. America was straight up embarrassing last night. I don't even know anything about soccer, and it was like, what the hell are they doing? Like, it was clear that they were just awful. Like, what the hell is this? After we pull some corrupt shit for them, and then they just do that, and it was like lame. And then it was like, oh well, at least Egypt is still in. And then they were winning, and then they just fucking collapsed. I didn't watch the game, so because I was at work, so I didn't see what happened there. But they went from up by 2 at the very end of the game to straight up lost, and so that's just like, bruh. And I mean, they were supposed to lose, but like, still. Disappointing. So I'm going back to not caring about any sports. It's better this way. Okay, hear me out. Not that. We dig a little here. I think we kind of have to do a tight turn and just hope for the best. And then stations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 stations. That's really good. All right, let's see this. This ride looks sick. This is actually like the best wooden coaster I've ever built, maybe. As long as I can get the stats to work. It might be a bit too much of an ass kicker with this massive drop, but I feel like that's okay. It's a skill issue if the guests can't handle this. This is nothing. We definitely didn't qualify in 2018 because I was working in an office that summer, and the World Cup was like the TV in the office was mounted to the wall directly next to my desk. So people would like gather around my desk while I was trying to work. And it was like really awkward. And so that was a memorable World Cup because it was just incredibly awkward for me the whole time, but also I saw like literally every game because of that, and the US was not in it. I've lowered the lateral G's quite a bit. Please just accept this ride. It's so good. 6.09? How? How do you make a better ride than this? This is so good. Whatever. That costs actually not even that much money. That's good. That was only half my budget. All right, this thing is perfect. This thing is pretty much perfect. I'm going to swap the entrance and exit locations because I kind of like having the entrance back here just for vibe purposes. I change for lag reasons, I'm going to use a different type of support structure just so that it doesn't lag quite as bad. Actually, wait, better idea. Why am I not? I really should be just taking advantage of this like every time. And then we just Oh. No, that's not gonna work either. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the original plan. I was wondering if it was ever gonna rain in this scenario. We just do it like this. Like that. And then it's always a little weird to me when I don't know if anyone else, there's no way anyone else could possibly care about this, but it's always bugged me a little bit when like you're building path in this game, right? And it's like a dirt path that you then put up on so that it's like suspended like this. I feel like that looks weird. Like it's like why have we built dirt up on like cement suspension or cement supports like this? I don't know. This is the dumbest, nerdiest thing to care about, but I just feel like it's a little strange. Oh, we weren't even close. Okay. Well, there. That looks great. This ride is great, and I'm opening it, and it's gonna cost $7. We have people? We do have people. Why are they orange? Oh, uniform. I've never changed that in 69 hours of playing this game. Nice. I have never once even processed that you could change the uniform color. I guess that's a thing. That's basically like the sickest wooden roller coaster ever made, I think. It maybe gets slightly lame in the back half, but the first half is like, look how cool that is. It's like sticking out right at the edge of the park. Could put a tree in the middle. Wrong tree. Now it's perfect. Because mine and such. Naming my ride after Mercury. They're mining Mercury in there. I guess. Do you mine Mercury? I don't know how that works. Because, like, you know, it's like a liquid. I mean, it must not be. It must not come in nature as like a pure. Yeah, it must not be. You probably don't find pure mercury in nature, because otherwise, like, what? That would just be weird. That would just be weird. Oh, wait. Why is that? Oh, it's because we just got something. Maximum funding, get rid of scenery, get rid of ride improvements. I mean, it clearly is very cool. It's a shame about the whole, like, toxicity aspect of Mercury, because otherwise it is very cool. I feel like this would be the perfect place to slap down one of these. No, it'd look terrible. It would be cool if you could, like, somehow preserve the supports around the ride, but instead it would just make, like, weird floating path that looks terrible. Otherwise, I would totally stick a ride under here. It would be cool. Well, that's one ride. We probably need, like, 5 of these somehow. Somehow I need to cram, like, 5 of these into this park. What else have we got access to? We don't have steel coasters yet. This is just a mini, so we can't start slapping down that stupid cheese one with the loop. Park entrance. Oh yeah, here's the park entrance. It's kind of fun that the park entrance is like the side of the mountain, and then you have to go in there. Very cool. How do they, where does that, I guess this is probably where that connects. Hang on. Can we see underground? Oh, there's like a lot of path underground, maybe. Kinda. There's kind of a lot of path underground, which is good, because that means that that's less path for, that's like less path to get dirty. But yeah, I gotta build another ride. We're at 12K. We have enough money for this. I mean, it would be lame to not have a mine train coaster in my mine-themed amusement park, but I kind of just built a giant wooden thing. So, not that I have tons of options. I guess I'll just do... I always feel like the steel mini coasters come out looking terrible, though. Like, they don't have access to, like, very interesting, like, track pieces, you know? So I feel like these just always come out looking like crap. I'll just build another one of these, and it'll be really expensive. I'm starting to get bad ideas. I'm starting to get certain bad ideas. What if I mean, where would I put the... This like, physically can't work. Where would I put the entrance and the exit? That is just a terrible idea. About here. Hey, Gris. I mean, is that... Okay, that is on top of the roller coaster. I kind of want to do like a... No. I kind of want to put this over... Like, you see what I'm going for, right? Oh, none of this had chain lift on it. But you see what I'm going for. Maybe I just move this back another one. Look at that. Man. I wish this worked. Yeah, at this point, this Xbox has had like all of its parts replaced. It's a little bit Xbox of Theseus. I had to swap out the DVD drive, and then once it was working, I swapped out the hard drive. Yeah, you can like actually read all the numbers and stuff. I feel like there's no way anyone cared as much as I did, but it was really bugging me. It was really bugging me the last couple weeks. See-through invisible supports. Oh, can I do that? Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Let's go. I didn't realize the ground wasn't flat. Oh, you can't. Yeah, just thing number 1 million that they improved in the sequel. I always thought that Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 was like basically just an expansion for the first game, but it turns out that there's all kinds of like little things like that they improved. It's kind of cool. I think I just have to build this in a completely different part of the park. There's like no saving it. Yeah, I think I just have to... I kind of want to... Hear me out. Actually, I have a much better idea. We should build... Wait, here... Actually, hear me out. It's time to build the dueling coasters. Second wood one, right next to the first one. I don't know where. We're gonna have to do some work to get the station stuff to like fit in here, but... Well, this is a little lame, actually, because it has to turn that way. This can still work. Let's see, that thing goes up to 35. Land not owned by park. I'm starting to think this can't really work. It would be so cool if there was like a... I don't know, if there was anything I could do. I mean, technically I can do this, but they're like not synced at all anymore. I'm not sure I want to do this because they're just like not synced. It might still be cool though. It could potentially still be kind of cool. Ugh, hate how that looks. I might just, to be honest, it's a little tempting to just delete the train. There's a lot of people on the train. I'm not going to delete it. I'll keep the train, but I feel a way about it. I don't think this is a good idea. Like, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird, and they don't actually sync up at all. There's some way to, like... I mean, this is just an objectively worse ride as well, because it doesn't have this bit. It just kind of immediately goes. I think I have to put something interesting at the end to make up for it. Otherwise, nobody would go on this one. I mean, this might have just been a doomed endeavor from the start, because how do I finish this? Can I do... Will this work? Yes, this will work. Okay, good. Fix it later. This is at 24. We still have so much speed to work with that I'm just wasting. How is that not... That's at 21? How is this... Where? I'm so confused. Oh, I see the problem. That's to be moved back one more. And then that still doesn't connect? Wait. Okay, yeah, there we go. Entrance and exit basically have to be there. So let's see this. First of all, is the ride any good? Second of all, we're gonna have to stop this so that we can, like, test them together. I'm definitely changing the color as well. This like white wood totally does not fit what we're trying to accomplish here. I kind of like the sprawl though. The white one is kind of bad. I kind of want to do something different with the ending. Like, can I have it come back in through the center and then, like, back out that way and then back in or something? The stats ought to be acceptable. That looks good. This will be some number. Some number that's fine. Actually, it's listed as more exciting than the other one. I have no clue why. Let's see. Maybe it's like the drop count. No, the other one has more. Oh no, this went up to 6.57. So the first one is better. But now let's do this. I'm gonna kick everyone off this ride. And then let's do sync with adjacent and sync with adjacent. How do we even test it? It just went. Hello? Do I just have to, like, stick these next to each other like this and then just bam, bam? Oh no, because one of them, something is already... Are they both synced? Sync and sync, yeah. I think I just have to... I think to test these together, I just have to do this. That works. That's pretty jank, but that works. There has to be a better way. That can't be the way they intend for you to do this, but this is what it'll look like. I just got such a good idea. Holy shit. I have a really good idea for a synced coaster that I'm gonna make someday. Probably not today. I just got a really good idea. These are gonna, like, not actually be synced at all, though. There a little bit. Not even close. Not even close. It's lame. It's a lame first attempt. I'm sort of trying to retrofit the second ride onto the first one. And it's not great. I was kind of hoping that, like... by the time this one hooked around here, the other one will have done this loop. I could try to make this loop longer to accommodate. But then they're just gonna desync again right here. So I think we might just roll with this and just accept that it's bad. I think this might be it. But I was thinking what we could do is, because like right now both of these trains are the same length, but what if you had like a ride that was normal, and then you had a ride that was synced to it, where the car was like a 1 in length, and then it kind of was like the main roller coaster is like the main roller coaster, and then thematically, the one with the one train is like an annoying mosquito roller coaster that like buzzes around you as you're on the main one. So you can choose to be the annoying mosquito. You can get on the annoying mosquito line. The throughput on that would be awful. Every full coaster that launches of the main one with like 20 people on it, you get to send one ride of like 4 people on the other one. The wait time would be terrible. I have to figure out how to get the path out of here now. Well, I mean, it's not like... I think that we're being tricked by the perspective here. Because we could... With the... No. Why can't I? I thought... Never mind. Never mind, it does kind of have to be here. Invisible see-through rides. I feel like see-through rides sucks. Like, when I click see-through rides, I just want the rides to vanish. Instead, it's like... There's still stuff that it's like still not really ideal. But... let's try... Okay, so we've got a land height issue. Somewhere back there. No? Still no? It makes it so that you can't see... Oh, here we go. That's the piece of land. So that's where that is. So if I do... That's a roller coaster in way. I think the play is to build underground here. Like we go like this, and then this starts the steps down. And then this will end up connecting. That's definitely roller coaster in way. But maybe if I do this, is that also roller coaster in way? Okay, there's no way. Here we go. There is a way. This, and that gets us under. Roller coaster in way. Ah, shit. Okay, cool. That worked. And then the exit, we just kind of... Oh, invisible rides. The exit, we're just gonna, like, go around it like this. And just sort of do the same thing. I still have a lot of money. We're good. This exit path is gonna be huge. Not exactly how you want to build things, but it's fine. Uh-oh. Okay, that's really bad. Hang on. Hang on. We might have to rework the end of the ride a little bit. I only actually have one. I only actually have one way out. I wonder what would happen if I opened the ride like this. Because people can't fit under there, so I wonder... I mean, maybe they'd still just be able to walk under there, and it's the path that they won't let me place. But, yeah, that's really bad. Actually, wait, this might be workable. Hang on. Stop deleting my see-through rides. If I just dig this down one, and we just dig this entire thing down one, will this work? No. Unless... What if the people just have to fall a little bit? What if there's just a bit of a drop? That's fine. Fall damage doesn't exist in this game. I just have to do this. This works. This is kind of... well, the game might complain about it, actually. The game might complain about my methods. It's gonna be like, there's no exit path from this ride, even though there technically is. Well, I hope that connects in the back. I hope that connects back there. And then we just gotta do a little bit more with this path. Oh, hang on. See-through path? Is that a thing? Invisible supports? See-through scenery? What am I looking at here? Oh, I'm looking at this. Okay. Why can't I just keep going down? Oh, I see why. Okay, well, there. And then we'll open them. So that's not, like, the greatest thing I've ever built, but it's a start. I'm not sure that did I ever manage to build synchronized coasters back when we were doing, like, the main 21 scenarios? I always said I wanted to do it, but I don't think I actually ever got around to it. We get, like, some kind of different, darker shade of wood. I'm gonna change the black on both of them. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. Why do so many of the colors in this game look so bad? Yeah. I might just go with black. And then... Is there like a non-offensive shade of red? Oof. Not that one. Okay, this looks really bad, but I might leave it. They all look bad. There's no saving it. There's no way for me to, like... It would be great if I could speed up. Oh man, look how the excitement rating went up on these things when I synced them. 7.42. That is, like, definitely the highest excitement thing I've ever built. 7.42. That is pretty good. They're gonna harass me with this message the entire time. I think I might have to reclose the rides and do something about it. Anyway, the peeps are complaining about the disgusting state of the paths in the park, so... Oop, accidentally bought a mechanic. That's fine. I'll keep him. Gonna have him on cleanup duty for this whole ride. But maybe I can charge even more than $7 for them. It's kind of weird how, like, because of the timing, the rides both fire, like, half empty. I feel like it's slightly weird. Oh, also these rides are going to crash at some point. There's going to be, as soon as there's a brakes failure, these rides are going to crash and kill everybody because of how quickly they go into the station. I'm going to choose to not fix that and just hope it doesn't happen. Fixing that would like require effort. We'll see how often it harasses me about no exit path. I might just leave the no exit path thing and just be like, it's fine. It's completely fine. Oh, also I should do a no exit sign because that exit path is really long. No entry. So did I get a drink stall at some point? Yes, awesome. They're not complaining about the lack of drinks yet. They will be soon, so let's see. Maybe here. That looks like it'll do. No, I can't handle these colors. I'm not looking at that for the next 2 hours. They're just all ugly. It's crazy how they did that. Chris Sawyer couldn't have come up with one color that didn't look terrible. Oh, well this... Hang on, now things are weird. This should be that. Well, wait, should they be? Hang on. That's... Oh, I see what happened. Like this, or this. Yeah, that'll do. That'll have to do. See, we're in March of year 2. And I've not really made a dent on it. I've not really done anything towards the guest goal. The guests should be going up. I have 2 giant coasters. These should each be contributing a lot. I have to build faster if we're gonna do this. Wooden Twister. The old Wild Mouse. This is the expansion, so they're just like... They just give you all the expansion ones because they want to get good use out of them. We'll build... Maybe I can build the Steel Wild Mouse, like, over here. Immediately slamming into a wall with this thing. I don't think I have the money for this, actually. I have 5.7k, so this is going to have to be a little bit of a small ride, maybe. I stop it here, we can turn it here. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Gonna let me to 18. That probably works. That probably works. It's fine. That does not work. Can I do like a... This might be weird, but can I just do... No, I can't turn here. That? No. Hmm. I mean, this is definitely going to be unacceptable, I think. I don't know how this whole ride has ended up being on like this line as well. There's like 3 different platforms. There's 3 different tracks all stacked on top of each other there. Weird. No guarantee that they're gonna accept this ride. It's probably got bad stats. There's 1 or 2 places where I feel like I made it too steep. Can I not put something there? No, I can't put something there. If I do down, now I can. What's weird is that what's weird is that I have to get the ride back to this side somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but you know, I totally lost my train of thought on that. I had something I was gonna say that was weird. Oh well. Never mind, nothing is weird, I guess. Everything's normal. How do I make this work? Because that's at 12. I don't think I can make this work without, like, going around the back. I think I have to just go around the back. Anything, I think I might be out of speed at this point. I can fit a turn in here. Okay. Ah, so close. I have to just leave this on the ground. It's so close to working. But there. That might actually be kind of good. That ended up being a lot longer of a ride than I thought it was going to be. Maybe this will be acceptable. There's like no way this ride has the speed for this. That's a lot of crap. Okay, we're fine. We're still fine. Somehow that's like pretty good actually, I think. Hang on. How's the G situation? Lat G's. I don't think it ever hits 3. Oh, nope, it's not good. Too much something. I don't know what the problem is. It never hits 3 lat G. Oh, it hits very close to 3 right here. That's probably it. Hang on, what turn is that? It's this turn right here. It never gets close to positive 3, and I don't think it gets to like 2.75 or something, but it looks like it never really gets that close again. So the issue is this turn right here. Problem is, if I try to slow this turn down, I'm slowing down the whole ride, so it's hard to fix these things. Oh, especially when that's like that. Ugh. Um, if I just do this. Yeah, but then that's not gonna work. Hard to even really see what I'm looking at here because it's so tangled up at this point. But I actually have no idea how to fix this. The whole ride kind of relies on this turn existing. So if it doesn't, then like uh-oh. Like I can't. It's too tight. Hang on. How does this go? This goes like that. I guess I could just have this go over an extra one, and then it's not too tight. I don't really know how much of an improvement this is gonna be. Oh, it's not even possible. I don't really know how much of an improvement that's gonna be, but theoretically it could be a minor improvement. I just want to see. It's like probably not, but now instead of it turning here, it turns over there, so it's had time to lose 0.1 mile per hour. This will change everything. I mean, it did noticeably improve us by like 1 pixel. I don't know if that's gonna be good enough. No, that's not good enough. It's crazy that even with the... I'm pretty sure our excitement rating is being tanked by the intensity being over 10, and somehow we're still at 4.86, so if I can make this ride work, then this ride should actually be, like, really good. I just have to make it work. Maybe that? Put a little hill in? My park has a lot of problems. My park has a lot of problems. We're gonna need fixing someday. That doesn't quite fit. All right, sure. It's ugly. I don't like how it just sticks out the back. It's so obviously like cope on the part of the roller coaster designer. You can tell just looking at it, like, that this is only here to make you lose speed so that the G's are fine around this turn. I feel like it's too obvious. And then it doesn't make it up that friggin' hill anymore. That's what I was worried about. You need enough speed to still be able to make it up this hill, but not so much that you end up like, hang on. Let me try making this a bit shorter. Okay, that's... I think I'm okay with it just being 16. Like, maybe this is fine. This is so lame. Look at it. Look at how lame this stupid protrusion is. Well, it doesn't need to be so far if I'm only going up to 16. Oh, wait, hold up. Rollercoaster 1 can't be fixed. Okay, no, we totally... I'm gonna have to bail on this and go work out some path issues over there. I'm gonna have to actually do that, because the mechanics go in through the exit. I, like, wasn't thinking about that, so actually... I totally can't just have them drop. And it doesn't make it. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll come back to this in a bit. See, we have money. I have to close the other ride for this, because we have to... This is such a mess. This has to stay up. And then go down. This is totally fine, actually. It just means that we have to push this back by 1. And then this... We should be able to fit a path under here now. There we go. I think that's good. Hang on. See-through rides. Yes, perfect. Alright, that ought to get fixed eventually then. That's all I ever had to do. I was just too lazy to do it. I mean, I guess I can... If I shrink up that hill, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna... There's not gonna be, like, enough speed for the rest of the ride. What's the problem I'm having? We dip down here. I mean, can I just... Like, how much does this need to... How much really do I even need to add to the ride? Like, can I just go... I think I tried this already, and we determined I couldn't do this. But, like, let's do that. Like, let's work. This is also weird. Yeah, true roller coaster fans are going to be writing about me. Or rather writing about how lame the ride is. And it... Okay, so like... So, then that, it kind of blocks that one. Okay, no. We're close, though. We're close to a solution, maybe. I mean, can I just, like... Did I try just extending this out to here? Did I try just doing this? This is kind of okay. This isn't even that compromised. It's a little compromised. That's pretty good. It makes it. It is pretty good. Believe it or not, I've thought about this before. As far as like letters to syllable ratio, is there a word more powerful than tapioca? And that was never my intention, but think about it. I mean, each syllable is 2 letters, except for the O, which is only 1. That's, like, pretty good. I'm sure there's a very obvious answer. There's some word that's just like, okay, yeah, you got me there. Like, the. Yeah, the is, I guess, the opposite of what we want. But you know what I mean. Anyway, this ride is perfect now. We're gonna open it. Hopefully, like, the extra weight of the people won't cause problems up here. I think the extra weight can only be a good thing, though. I think the extra weight is gonna, like, get them to have more speed, so then it'll be totally fine. The craft coaster. I have to come up with a name for, Oop, I keep pressing the wrong button. I have to come up with a name for that other thing to go with Quicksilver. See, what's this thing called? The craft coaster. I'll never get over how Canadians call it craft dinner. That is so unusual. What if you ate it for lunch? If I just do this, then that's like perfect. Some people call lunchtime dinner here? Really? What do they call dinner then? This has to go out one more. It's tea? Really? I thought tea was lunch. Well, like, not really, but I kind of thought tea would be more of like a mid-afternoon thing. Some places tea is lunchtime. How do you communicate between people? No one can agree on what to call the meals. Hell yeah. Wait, the excitement on Rollercoaster 1 went down. It went down like a lot. This one didn't. But I could have sworn this thing was over 7 and now it's not. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, we have to come up... If this is Quicksilver, then what is this? Actually, wait, I just got a great idea. Quicksilver, and then we... Oh, it looks so shit. I don't know how good of an idea this is. And then... we make this one like that, and this one is Quick Gold. This is a lame idea, but I'm gonna do it. Which isn't a real thing, but quick gold. It'll do. Well, brunch is like... I feel like brunch is very self-explanatory. Obviously, it's breakfast and lunch. Or like an in-between of the two. Oh, that doesn't connect. Hang on. How am I gonna connect that? I think I gotta just do this. This is super weird. And it doesn't even work. Hang on, if we flatten and then flatten. Well, and then I'm spending so much money on the land here. Then flatten. No, we're still not close. How am I gonna pull this off? I have to like bring this out here like this. I think it's gonna be that. Oh. I forgot this. I was like, I was really tunnel visioned. I kind of forgot that existed. Yes, we can totally just do this. I kind of forgot that existed. There you go. And then can even do this. That it looks like it just looks normal now. This looks completely normal. Ignore these weird slopes. When you mix all the sodas together at a soda dispenser, I'm clicking the "we have no word for that" button. We have no word for that. But I've literally never heard it called a graveyard before. That's new to me. A suicide? Do people have a name for that? If I had to call it anything, I don't know. No, I've never heard a name for that. I've heard mixing all of the sodas at the soda fountain. Or like, you know, there's the concept of the jungle juice. But that's like not really what we're talking about, I think. Or like, you know, hang on, I have to post it now. I have to go find this picture. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's like, I would consider that more of an alcoholic thing, but also consider this. It's been on my mind for a long time. Hear me out. I've just created a golden opportunity for something beautiful. A little scenic overlook. And then we put benches. And it's a little weird because you could just fall right off because I can't put benches and fence. But it's a little scenic overlook. We have no name for that. I've never heard mixing all of the sodas together called anything before. People like this ride, right? I'm not going on it. Looks too intense. I hope the intensity didn't get bumped. No, it did not. Good. That's good. July year 2? I have to build more stuff. Do we have like a lot of... I've never built a ghost train, but I think the ghost train is probably just the Cars ride. To be honest with you. I doubt there's a difference. Oh, I'm gonna stick one of these somewhere. I feel like it should be up on the hill. Just as like a matter of course. But I'm probably using up prime real estate that I could be using for something else by putting this here. Also, no clue how I'm gonna get down from here. Like with the entrance and exit. As usual with these scenarios, I'm spending about $100 million on path. Actually, this is supposed to be this. I think the play is gonna be, and then we do... this. Soda or pop? Soda, of course. I have never in my life heard anyone actually call it pop. That's like, I'm a little bit convinced it's a myth. Not fully convinced, but if someone told me that they had actually just been like it was an elaborate ruse. If someone had told me that it was all just like a big prank played on half of the world, I would kind of be like, damn, they got me, but I believe it. Learn to say soft drink? That's just like... That's too many words. Yeah, I know pop is like a Midwest thing for sure. And I've just never, you know, I've only ever lived in the East Coast, so like, you know, that's why I've only ever heard it one way. You know, simple as that. Is there really a roller coaster under here that's stopping me from building path? Is this real? Hang on. Sea, underground. There's a roller coaster here. What the? I didn't know about that. Well, that's not happening then. This game does need ladders. I feel like obviously in real life, they would never expect the guests to climb a ladder to get to the ride, but this is not real life. We have the benefit of this not being real, you know? And it would just be really helpful if they could climb ladders. Ladders are not ADA compliant. We're grandfathered in. This park is really old. You don't have to comply with the ADA. Where's the... Oh, here we go. Alright, well... It's not good. Not good at all, but... I mean, I did it. I'm spending way too much time on, like, pointless things like this, instead of things that actually matter. Really, the billboard up at my corner is for a hospital, and it's kind of like a weird ad about, like, knee surgery or something. What's that? 564, man, we're not even close. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save in case we lose. Let me delete, forget which one of these is old. I can delete... And a lot of these are old, but I like them and don't want to delete them. I have them backed up, but I still feel attached. I guess I can get rid of Bumbly Beach. I remember this one being good, though. I remember liking this park. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little worried. Do I have... When will they just unlock the steel roller coaster for me, and then I just build a bunch of the loop ones, and then we win at the last second? I don't know what to do, Gris. We only have 573 guests halfway, most of the way through year 2, and I'm not even halfway done with the goal. I just have to start shitting out roller coasters that suck. I think it's going to be a bunch of steel wild mice because they're easy and cheap. Wild mice just sounds like a strange way of putting it. But I think we're going to do a bunch of steel wild mouse coasters. Train 3 hasn't returned to the station yet. Did the ride get stuck? Did the pre-built ride get stuck? It did. Look at this shit. Are you for real? How did the pre-built ride get stuck? Chris Sawyer built this. That's not supposed to happen. What's crazy, too, is that it got stuck right after the... Like, it got stuck on a spot where nothing's even happened in the ride yet. That's strange. And I can just plunge us down into the... This is way too steep of a hill. It's gonna kill someone. Yeah, they can keep complaining. I'll fix it in a moment. I mean, you know what? Hang on a second. I'm not gonna fix it in a moment. I'm gonna fix it now, because this is the reason why guests won't come to my park. The park rating isn't that good. The park rating is only 654. It's time to hire like 1 million handymen to fix this. We're just gonna zone them to like really small areas to make sure it's always clean. That, and then get a guy. Let's see, will that help? That should help a lot, actually. That seems like that's the main thoroughfare in the park, and it was like completely filthy. The rest of the park kind of looks okay, actually. I don't know. I haven't looked. I really hate how this looks. You know what? No, we're not building this here. We're not building this here. We're not doing it. I'm not sacrificing the park looking good. Or the park working good, you know? We're building this. I mean, if I can get a path... I have to break the path out to here, somehow. Hang on. We've got the craft coaster. And that, like... I'm just gonna build another ride right here. We're gonna worry about the path later. But I definitely have to, like, break the park out to make use of this space, you know? Right now, it's kind of penned in. Rollercoaster in the way. How was Rollercoaster in the way? This is like a weird, like, line coaster. It's... the shape of it's weird. I like it, but it's weird. See? That can go up. We're building at 21 right now. I think 21's probably good. I don't think I can fit a turn here. Ooh, yes I can. Cool. Alright, not that bad. Not that bad, honestly. The game definitely doesn't care if it's only left turns. There's like certain things that the game does care about, but left turns is not one of them. That might be too much on the G front. At 2.78 laterals should be fine. This should probably be fine. Ooh, it's good. It's good, actually. Perfect. How do we connect this? I've built it. How do I connect it? We need a lot of path for this. I mean, the plan is simple. This path is gonna also connect the park to the entire, like, back of the park. So it's okay if it's a gigantic path, but I think it's gonna have to connect to, like, I think it's gonna have to go like this. It's gonna go over one more. Putting a little roof on top of these guys. And then that just super doesn't connect. Not even close. Also a subcolding. Well, if over before you know it means another hour, then yes. I mean, the problem is I don't think we can get any lower and still go over this queue line. And I can rework the queue line to go, like, out and then back, and then we can kind of have this come around. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Everyone get the hell off this ride. And then we kind of have to filter through the system. Also, it's Upster Chan. Happy Tycoon's Day. Can you guys get off the ride a little faster? You know what? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. It's not the worst park I've ever built. But it is scuffed, yes, that is correct. It is a little questionable, if you couldn't tell from this ridiculous, like, ultra-long bridge that I'm building right now. And then also, whatever's happening here. But hey, there you go, it's all connected. And then that's connected, so you can get that open. Double close and open, so all the cars are here. Charge, like, however much I gotta charge. That's a pretty solid ride. That's not even bad. I built that in 2 seconds. Okay, so why does my park rating suck so much? 683. Something more thrilling. Need to go to the bathroom. A lot of people need to go to the bathroom. A number of people wanted to get off Zygorator 2 because it was stuck for a long time. Need to go to the bathroom. I want to go home. I guess I'll place bathrooms. Who cares? I don't know. But this is gonna allow me to, well, first of all, need a handyman to cover all of this. So, there you go. That is yours now. But now we can kind of just, like, build off of this. I can build, like, probably 3 more coasters back here. Oh, I've done much worse than this. Hang on, now I have to load it. Where'd I save? What's this thing called? This is Canary Mines, I want to say, is what we're doing. Yes. Now I have to load it. This is probably the worst I've ever done. This is probably the worst thing I've ever made. I mean, it's also the best, but it's also the worst. Yeah, the frame rate can't handle it. The Xbox isn't strong enough. Meanwhile, this entire section of the park is completely empty, by the way. I just forced myself to only build over here for some reason. And then we left the entire rest of the park empty. There was another one that was good. Where was it? The, Rainbow Valley as well got a bit silly. Yeah, this one actually lags much harder than that other one does. It got a bit silly. Anyway, I gotta focus here. I gotta focus here so that we can finish this before like 8 p.m. What am I doing? What is it called? Canary Mines. I don't know why the park rating sucks so much. People are just like not coming to the park. Is it like, I know there's a thing called harder guest generation. I don't know if that's enabled possibly. Or like, look at just the park rating is not as good as it should be. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roller coasters, which is way more than I usually have in a park as well. I wonder if the issue is just the lack of casual rides. And like normally I spam those a bit harder, so like people just show up faster. I feel like I'm just like not getting the people that I usually get. Let me just slap some of these down haphazardly, you know? That. And that. Totally wrong path type, but there. Go ahead and stick a motion simulator over here. Why not? Oh god, this is... Getting this to hook up the way I want it to is just not gonna happen. I hate you, Rollercoaster Tycoon 1. Why is it like this? I have to dump some people into the wilderness to fix my path. Here we go. Let's guest. Go there. Then we open that. Just, I don't know, just trying to place anything. Just kind of place in anything at this point. I'll even put some bathrooms on this side of the park, because people keep complaining. Bathroom. So hopefully that'll help a bit. I mean, I don't think these generate that many guests, but they'll do something, and I don't have to sit there and like agonize over the design. Maybe we do river ride. That's new. I've never built one of those before. Maybe we do a log flume. People love log flumes. You can put the station like right here, and then it can just kind of go back there, and it can be kind of space efficient maybe. Is sort of creating a question of how am I gonna end it if that's where the station is. But I'll solve that later. Hmm. I've never really bothered like doing good scenery for a log flume. I remember one of the early scenarios in this game, there's like a pre-built log flume when you start it. And it's like they've like built it into the side of the mountain in like a really satisfying way. It's just like my brain is too small to work something like that out. I've always just got a really cement themed log flume. I can fix the landscaping after. I can just stick a bunch of trees around and it'll be fine. Didn't mean for that to be an up. That's just gonna be that. See, the station is at 15. So actually, I like this would be cool. Kind of comes outside and then goes back inside. This is just a straight line. This is so lame. Hang on. Maybe we can do just like a big drop or something. I'm not going to be able to finish this. There's no tighter turns than that. Yeah, I think it's just time to ruin the landscape a little bit. Can I place that? No. Now I can. I mean, I kind of want it to, like, come out now. Can't really tell what I'm doing. Like, at all. This is all just gonna have to get fixed later. I mean, is it not? Because... Okay, and then we S-bend right. Raise or lower land first. Okay, there we go. Actually, I have to do this. That I can fit the, I have to be able to fit the stuff over top of it. Now we're hitting the port limit there. Actually, I have a better idea. We don't have to be able to fit the stuff under it. I do kind of want to be able to fit a path, but I have to do this. I mean, hang on. Let me just try to reverse engineer how this is even going to end. I think it has to end like this. So then actually I think what's going to happen is a whole bunch of S-bend rights to make this work. S-bend right, S-bend right, connect, sure. It's lame, but sure. I literally just need some rides. Raise or lower land first? Why? I can't really tell what's going on because of... Oh, I see. That land is, like, raised or something. Here, let's just try this. Does this work? If I do that, no, it doesn't work. Shit, now it's like... Hang on, okay. We gotta make some adjustments here. I think we're gonna do this to give myself some room to work with. Wait, that's 14. How is... What am I even looking at right now? Like, look at... This is when this game bothers me. How does, like, what? And then you look at it from a different perspective, and it's like, oh, but from this perspective, it's like, what the hell is this like? Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, that gives me a bit of extra room to work with. So now I can do stuff. Doesn't really help with my goal of opening up the park at all, does it? I might have kind of done the opposite of what I wanted to do. I feel like everything I do when I'm trying to, like, open the park up more just, like, fails. I think that's the point, though. To some extent. Like, they designed the land to be hard to work with. The amount of litter in the park, still. I kind of just want to know, like, is this connected? No. Is this connected? Like, what's happening over here? Okay, that's too high up. That's the problem. Gotta do this. And then that can just connect like that. Track is not a complete circuit. What the... Oh my god. Look at the little gap there. That's kind of funny, actually. Well, there. I totally did not see that. But yeah, this didn't actually open the park up at all, did it? I would still have to have some kind of other bridge that goes around here. I guess maybe if we had the entrance on this side and the exit on this side, and then we would like have that go around there. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Hang on. Close the ride. We are gonna swap the entrance and exit positions. And then do that. And we do this. And then that doesn't work. And then that doesn't work. And that's a problem. Yeah, I don't actually think I can get a path out of here. Can I? Not without doing something seriously cringe like this. I think it's time to resort to cringe, though, unfortunately. There you go. It's not ideal. Not ideal, but it does get me my path here so that I can keep building in this direction, which is important. I wonder what the stats on this thing are. It hasn't been tested yet, so I actually have no idea. Yeah, the Thrillville devs saw this gameplay and were like, the player can no longer be trusted. 739, April year 3. We're gonna fail. Hang on. I'm gonna start advertising. I am going to start spamming the ads. Craft coaster. The litter here is really bad. Where were they saying it? They're just saying it everywhere. The ride is just disgusting. Wait, is someone... Hang on. Some people might be stuck on the coaster again. Where the hell? People might be stuck on the yellow one again. Look at how the ride's not moving. Yeah, like the green one is launching without the yellow one. Something is very not right. Oh, no, okay, there it goes. There it goes, we're fine. I'm not really sure what I can do beyond just hiring like 30 handymen and just hoping that the situation sorts itself out. The path structure is a little bit too complicated at this point for me to bother like zoning everyone correctly. I'm just gonna drop some handymen in there and hope that they can collectively wander randomly in the correct direction. Oh my god, right here. Here's the problem. I found it. I don't know how I hadn't looked here before. Wait, someone's supposed to be covering that. Excuse me. Whoever's supposed to be covering that is not doing his job. But there, he'll be in charge of literally just these 3 squares. Hopefully this will help with the park rating a lot. Let me just toss some more in there for good measure, because I'm rich. I should be rich at this point. So I should be able to afford just hiring like 100 of these guys, and it's fine. Clean every square inch of the park. Park rating at 847 is kind of good. What are the stats on this? We're still awaiting results. Has anyone... Okay, the people who originally went on the ride are returning to the station soon. Yeah, the line for this is going to be brutal because... Hang on, can we increase the speed of the chain lifts? I think that's a thing, right? I really could have sworn that was a thing, but I think it must have just been... I think that must only be a thing for, like, the ski lift, chairlift ride. Can I really not change it? April of year 3. Jeez, this is going to be close. It's 5.52. That's not even bad. That's not even bad. Let's slap one of these down somewhere. These are generally kind of good. Wonder if I can stick it in the back of the park, like back here. That connect? Oh, no. We're so close. So close to pathing greatness. Instead, I gotta do this. And then it doesn't even work, because this crap is in the way. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting the crap. There. How much can I increase the speed on this? And if I increase the speed too much, will it be too intense? I might have built it too tall. I'll do like that. And then if it crashes, then it crashes. But I'm pretty sure that should be like not even close to the top. Maybe do that. This is a bit too high up, though. Ooh, but then that just connects like so. Okay, perfect. We're gonna need someone, like a dedicated guy over here. This thing is like a vomit simulator, always, I'm pretty sure. I think that the stats on it are really bad for nausea. Oh, wait, hang on. Now we need to get rid of... Now we need to get rid of this no entry sign. The only people who could go on this ride were people who already went on the Ferris wheel. So far, those wooden coasters haven't crashed, by the way. Oh, that's because the ride is broken down. But the ride breaking down just reminded me of that. I've been waiting the whole time for the brakes to fail on this thing, and when the brakes fail, that's gonna kill everyone. Which, towards the end of my scenario, might be incredibly bad, so, Hang on, what is this thing called? Canary Mines. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should do something about it. I think I'm just gonna leave it and hope for the best at this point. You were at 965. We gotta keep going. I think it's time for yet another steel wild mouse coaster. Hopefully that's not too much. I mean, that just might be too much on the vertical G side of things. That looks a bit silly. Also, that's slamming right into the roller coaster. This doesn't work. I turn again? No, not quite. There's no way I can do a sharp turn right now with the way the ride is. This is gonna be like the worst wild mouse I ever build. It's ugly. It's just really ugly. This is at 20. I have to like delete all these trees too. Kinda just no way around that. No, there's no such thing as an S. Well, we can just do this. I don't need an S turn. We're at 21. I thought are these lined up? These are lined up. The station. Oh, I'm on like the wrong side. I was just looking at the whole ride backwards the whole time. I was trying to end it here. The station is at 18. I have no idea if it can make that hill, but hang on. Kind of has to be able to make this hill. Oh, wait, what were guests complaining about? Hang on. Guests are complaining. That's in like... Where does it say that? Right here. Guests are complaining about the disgusting state of the paths. Oh, it's because of this. I was really hoping that some handyman would just be in the area and I wouldn't have to bother, but I guess I do gotta bother. Please clean that up. Everything else ought to be good. see. Oh, good. Now the green one is stuck. Cool, cool rides you've built here, Chris Sawyer. More advertising. I think we're gonna be able to make this. I think we're gonna be okay. But we are gonna be spamming the advertising the whole time. Free burger. That. Well, here, let me just try to end this. To see what kind of speed I'm working with, because the ride might actually just, like, be over. I might not have the speed to really do anything else. Log flume in the way. I need to look at this from... Okay, from this angle, it makes a lot more sense. I kind of wish you could test rides in this without having to finish them. That's like a thing. I don't know if... I assume that's not a thing in 2, but it's absolutely a thing in 3. Having to, like, create dummy endings to the ride just to be able to test it so far is, like, a little bit, you know, lack of quality of life. Okay, yeah, there's not that much speed left to deal with. Maybe this is just the ride. This square part in the back is kind of funny looking, but maybe this is just the ride. We are in June. I just need rides. If the stats are acceptable, then 3.79, 3.41 vertical. It's not acceptable. Yeah. Where was that? Where was the problem? I bet the problem is this. It was right at the start of the ride. The problem is gonna be this turn. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is that turn right at the start. We're gonna have to just have it stick out or something. Or do like a... I mean, can I even... Have I already built myself? Yeah, because that's in the way. Well, that was temporary anyway. Delete all of that. It's not going to be pretty, but we can just have that go like that, and then that kind of solves it. Wait, how'd I end up too high up here? Alright, let's try that. That's, like, fixed a bit. This ride sucks. This is lame. 12:33. Okay, yeah, we're totally gonna be fine. I'm gonna open this, and I'm just gonna open, like, 1 or 2 other things, and then continue the ad spam, and then we'll totally have 1300. Our speed is completely fine. And then the end of the ride sucks, but, you know, so it goes. That's completely reasonable. Hopefully this is okay. I think it gets a little bit close to 3 in 1 or 2 spots on the lateral Gs, but I think it's probably fine. Yeah, 6.61. Actually, the stats are good. Every time I say that this ride is really lame, the stats end up being good. I know that the way stats are calculated is understood. Like, it's not a mystery to proper roller coaster tycoon enjoyers, but to me, it's pretty much a mystery. Even after 71 hours, I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure all the hard work has been done for me. With that, like, you could just, like, OpenRCT probably has an accurate formula that I can just look at. I don't think they've given me a coaster type that has loops, unfortunately. Actually, they have. I think the vertical coaster can probably do loops. But I'm not sure about it. But most of these are not capable of looping, so... Nope, no loops, just a whole bunch of wild mouse coasters. I built 3 of them. 3 of them, these 2 giant wood ones. And then these steel ones were pre-built. It's stuck again. No. Yes. I think green is stuck again. Why is green so bad? Oh, it's because it's broken. Never mind. Never mind, it's meant to do that. What am I looking at? Okay, so I built this. Most of the space is filled in at this point. I mean, we're at 1300, so I could just keep the setup as is, and then just sit here for however long it takes. Like, it's July. How far into July is it? The end of these scenarios is always kind of boring. How far into July is it? Look at all the people I've made sick. My sickening amusement park. We are 1 week into July out of the 4. So there's still, like, kind of a lot of time left in this scenario. We're gonna be here for a little while, but this should be good enough now, as long as I keep re-upping the ads. And I've pretty much used up all of the park space as well. There's very little space left. This is the remaining space right here. If there's something I can do with this, I don't even think I can. I think I've now actually locked myself out of getting path back there because of this turn. Mid-rolls, did it? Oh, the ads, yeah. You scared me for a second to thinking that there were mid-roll ads running on stream, and I was like, oh shit, how'd that get turned on? Nah, the Rollercoaster Tycoon ads, yeah, they work. I don't even have... I would love to build... Actually, hang on, I can build, we can't build a proper monorail, or like the chairlift or whatever, but I can build the cycle monorail, which... Like, sure. Just to have something to do. The disgusting state of the path, hang on, I have to fix this. Where are they complaining about the disgusting state of the paths? The paths are completely fine. I've hired like an army. Look, most people are saying the park is really clean and tidy. There is an overcrowding issue just because of all of the... Like, everyone wants to go on these rides, I guess. Look how crowded it is over here. Maybe I should have some kind of, like, path coming off of that and going someplace else. The burger stall just kind of leads to that. So, I don't know, but yeah, in here it is incredibly crowded. But most people are saying that the park is neat and tidy, so I don't know. Complainers can stay mad, I guess. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I can try to build like a... And what if I just built like a huge one that goes around the whole park? The cycle monorail. Let me just see if I can get a path out first. Like I'm gonna have to like do some weird stuff. It's gonna look really bad. Alright, I did it. That's all I had to do, actually. And what if I, like... Hear me out. This is the worst idea I've ever had. I'm gonna save. What if we just, like... How much money does it cost to do this? Oh my god, it's so expensive. But I kind of want to, like, put a lake here, is what I'm getting at. I don't know exactly what I have to do to make that happen, but I kind of want to put a lake here. And then we'll put like a little ride around the lake. I have tons of money. I'm actually totally fine to do this. I thought it was going to be like financially ruinous to attempt this, but it ended up not being that bad. It's gonna take me forever to like sculpt the land properly though. I don't even really know what I'm going for. I don't even really know what I'm going for. Um, hmm. Not the worst thing ever. Can do like a random stone wall there just to kind of cover up how bad it looks. That thing got stuck again. I don't have the boat hire. I would love to. I would love to, but I don't have the boat hire. This scenario does not anticipate you having water to put rides on, I think. I think I'm weird. Otherwise, I would totally do a boat hire. That would be perfect. That's good. We still have to do something about this side. Should I just... This is the lazy approach. That's the lazy approach to what to do about that. But there, I now have a weird square lake. Maybe the lake is a little too square. Maybe I gotta like... Yeah, it's... I mean, now it's kind of like a weird infinity pool. You can go up to the edge. You know what? Actually, I think that's funny. I'm rolling with that. I'm gonna lower this edge of it. Gonna lean into how shit it looks. It is artificial. That's the point. And then we can pull this up as well. No, I do want that to be sheer drop. No, this doesn't really look right. Doesn't really look right. Unbelievable. This could ever look bad. There's a tree blocking what I want to do back here. I think that maybe if I lower this, or if I do this and then one more water here. It's a bit square, but you know. Yeah, like it kind of looks completely terrible. I really don't like that. Trying to rework this into like a containing wall of some sort. Retaining wall even. That'll do. That'll do. I think we're just gonna roll with it. There's our lake. And then we can put like the cycle monorail around it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the most thrilling thing, but it's what I wanted to do, and that's what I did. It is too high up. This whole path is incorrect. Alright, cool. Actually, can I change the car? Those cars look stupid. No, you can't change them. Man, oh well. I kind of wish, maybe if I had been investing into ride improvements. Maybe if I invested in ride improvements, we'd get, like, different cars for this. Because I know you can get ones that just look like bicycles, and I feel like that's what I wanted. You know, it's a thing to spend the land on. I gotta put something here. We've used up literally the entire rest of the park, except for this patch, so I had to put something here. Can do like a... You know, I can put a fountain in the center or something. Oop, shit. 4 people just died. Hang on, marketing. 4 people just died, on Rollercoaster 1. That is not even the one that I expected to kill people. I know. Yeah, we gotta counter that with a marketing campaign about how safe the park is. You come here, I'll give you a free candy apple. Gonna do an advertising campaign for the ride that just killed people. I think that's good. Well, oh shit. Oh, we might just lose. We might just lose. Look at my park rating. I forget how long that takes to recover. I might just lose because of that crash. Yeah. I forget how long it takes deaths to, like, filter out of the system. But, I mean, even if, we might just, like... Because the guests are gonna start leaving. And it's September of year 3. Come on. I'm gonna Google it. Okay, he's fixing it now. This ride is not returned to the station. Let's see, park value. Wow, the Rollercoaster Tycoon Wikipedia article is terrible. Oh, it's park rating, not park value, right? Yeah, Google is not returning an immediate answer. I can't find it. It's something, though. It takes like 2 months or something. for it to filter out of the system, so it's probably too late. Let's see, immediate effects. Well, hopefully this works. Otherwise, we're going to lose the scenario, and I have to load my save back to before I built this, which wouldn't actually be that bad. I built this like 10 minutes ago tops, so... some underground guy, he'll find his way. Rating at 469. You know what, just to make sure nothing else crashes, inspection every 10 minutes, inspection every 10 minutes. Just start inspecting all of my crappy old roller coasters to make sure that they're fine. minutes. And that should be okay. Ooh. We have a green up arrow. Am I okay? Okay, it's recovering. We're gonna be fine, actually. We're probably fine. I thought that was gonna affect me for like 3 months or something. As long as no more rides crash, then we should be okay, I think. Because it looks like it's about to sharply recover. I hope. Yeah, no straight answer. I'm finding like kind of vague answers. But it's recovering. We're in October. It could recover a little faster for me. That'd be good. But it just has to get to 600 by the end of the month. Where are we at? There's that. Yeah, we're not even a quarter of the way done with the month yet. Now it's like going back down. Can we not? It was not a pre-built. It was one that I built. 521? Why is it going back down? Hello? Shit. We're gonna lose. I don't know if there's anything I can do to get that up quickly. Maybe... hang on. In times of need, we deploy the Panda Army. To like try and get some happiness or something. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Just here. Deploy the pandas. Nah, I mean, that is a thing. I mean, the rides crashing is like it's an RNG thing, so you can't really calculate when it's gonna happen. But there are totally scenarios with rides that are pre-built that crash. The Chris Sawyer rides will crash. 582. We're fine. We're completely fine. We've got the damage control pandas taking care of the situation. Yeah, 600. We're good. Oop, I dropped that one into the wilderness. 627, we're good. We're completely good. Just a little bit spooky. They're running damage control. They're explaining how actually it was the peeps' fault for hanging out of the side of the ride and for not putting on their seatbelts properly. And so actually the park was not liable for those deaths, and thus you shouldn't hold it against us. And the pandas are just really good lawyers. So the peeps are like, I've never thought of it that way. I guess you're right. I guess it's fine then. Yeah, we're a quarter of the way in. We're at here. 1480 guests in the park. 670. Cool. Gonna put another save down before anything disastrous happens. Canary Mines. Look at all the pandas wandering around now. There's like 20 of them. Whatever. It works. These scenarios have been harder, though. Maybe I just, like, suck. But I feel like the scenarios have been harder. The ones in the expansions. Like, nothing about the math behind the game changed as far as, like, how many people get attracted to the park. I don't think stuff like that changed. I think it's entirely just, like, the land being more annoying to work with. The numbers, like, the required numbers being higher. And that's about it. But, you know, it's something. I built a lot of roller coasters, though, to make this work. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a log flume. So, did I only build 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I only built 5. I usually build about 5, so it ended up being the same in the end. I really want to, next scenario, I'm going to make dueling coasters that are actually good, rather than this. Instead of this, I'm going to make dueling coasters that are actually dueling and kind of cool. It's kind of a problem that, like I would have totally just had the gold one turn to the right, and then had them, like, basically mirror each other, that they're, like, constantly going at it. But it just, like, the size of the shape of the park back here didn't really permit it, so then I had to do this, and that just throws them off for the whole thing. Corsican pine. We want the... We want, like, these guys. It looks pretty bad. I was like, oh, I'll spruce it up a little bit at the end. Is like, did I really improve anything here? I'm not so sure. $1,500 and did my park value like fully recover? Oop, there we go. We'll never know. But there you go, Canary Mines, scenario 25. Ugh, man. Tapioca, done. Save. Did it fully, I assume it fully recovered. Where is it? Here it is. Mostly fully recovered. You know, no, it won't. To answer your question, Tinas, no, it won't, and I literally never thought of that until now. I'm gonna have to like accommodate for the third digit somehow. It's not gonna fit. I don't even know what's gonna happen when it tries to go, because like the window isn't big enough. You know, what you see on screen is the full size of the live split window. So, actually, I have no idea what's gonna happen when we try to go to 100 hours. It's probably just gonna like stick off the side of the screen or something. But anyway, there you go. Scenario number 25 out of 86. God. Why are there so many? So disappointing that, like, I don't know how I lost Volcania as well. I don't know how that happened. I literally just transferred the hard drive over. Like, why does it not have it saved that I did that? Let alone all of these where I literally did transfer my save over. It's like it knows. Somehow it knows it's not the same Xbox and it refuses to give me credit. It sucks.